Hello everybody and welcome to another fun cheat day review where we are going to be doing a special edition cheat day review. This is the 4th of July, Independence Day of the United States of America cheat day review. So happy 4th of July everybody, and hope you're having a great one. Make sure to be safe. I want to light off some fireworks to start the 4th of July festivities. This is early morning 4th of July. There's going to be plenty of fireworks and fun times ahead. And I tell you to be safe right now, and here I am lighting some jumping jacks. I'm going to light them and throw them in this jar, and we're going to see what happens. Everybody watching the video will see. Everybody listening, well, you're just going to have to listen in. Here, I'll turn the mic a little bit this way. All right, here we go. That was cool. That was awesome. Oh, God. Oh, I gotta clean this up. Now that we got our big blast of fireworks out of the way, what we're going to be looking at today are limited edition items. They are from Hostess. And one, we have the red, white, and blue Twinkies. And then the next one we're going to be trying out are the Star Spangled Ding Dongs. And Twinkies are a pretty, nice American original American treat. And these, the serving size for a Twinkie are 2 of them. And that will add up to 260 calories, 18% saturated fat, 29 grams of sugar, and the added sugars are 58%. So it's mostly sugar, but it comes standard with a snack cake. And so the difference between regular Twinkies and the red, white, and blue Twinkies are the fact that basically they have little specks of red and blue all throughout the cake of the Twinkie. The frosting, the cream on the inside is standard white as normal. A normal Twinkie would be. And it's described as golden sponge cake with a creamy filling. So let's open this up and... Okay, so we are looking at the Twinkies now. Now in certain other parts. And yeah, it looks like they are just specked with food dye. The speckles, the red and blue speckles in it just look like little blotches of food dye. I don't expect them to be like any pieces of candy, although they kind of do now in certain other parts. Certain parts it looks like it's just like a little dabber, bingo dabbers just going around on it. But the specks are about the size of a, this half of a dime, I guess. Best way, the size of a little nerd candy put in. So we're just going to open one of these up and we're going to show the camera what this looks like. The red, white, and blue Twinkie looks like. And now we are just going to try this and eat. See if it tastes any different than the regular Twinkie. I need to grab my coffee here. Not the biggest fan of Twinkies, to be honest. Yeah, need a little something to wash this sponge cake down. I'm going to try to just bite off one of these little specks. I'm going to bite off this blue speck here and see if, like... Okay, it is something. It just feels like it's a glob of just some little bit of sugar. Like it's not hard to bite down, but you could tell it has some kind of solid substance to it, more thicker than the regular Twinkie. In some parts, some of the parts they just disintegrated into nothing, and it's just a little thing of paint. But from Hostess, let me set that down there. The red, white, and blue Twinkies from Hostess, let me set that down there. What can I say about them Twinkies? Well, they serve the purpose that I think the whole point of it is the fact that it's a decorative Twinkie for the holidays, for 4th of July. You know, just a neat little novelty thing. It's not supposed to be the big new flavor or anything like that. You know, it just serves a purpose. Tastes like a regular Twinkie. It just has the coloring in it. That's all it is. And I guess it has the red and the blue and no white specks. And I guess they just consider maybe the bottom part where it has the cream filling, you know, the 3 little dots in the bottom of the Twinkie. Maybe they just got lazy and said, that'll be considered the white part of the red, white, and blue Twinkie, and call it a day. Because, I don't see any white specks, just like how the red and blue are. So, if you ever had a regular Twinkie, that's what it tastes like. And my gauge on what I think a Twinkie is, you know, what would I give this out of 10? Tastes like a regular Twinkie. So if you ever had a regular Twinkie, that's what it tastes like. And my gauge on what I think a Twinkie is, you know, it's a hit or miss. I don't ever find myself looking at Twinkies at the store and going, oh, I need a box of these. So it's right down the middle. I give it a 5. That's what I give Twinkies. Any really kind of Twinkie, you know, that's middle of the lane kind of Twinkies. So that is the red and white and blue Twinkies. Now we are getting into the Star Spangled Ding Dongs. Now these Ding Dongs are kind of different than the standard, because how I remember regular Ding Dongs are dark chocolate, it's chocolate cake on the inside. It's chocolate cake with cream filling, and it's covered in chocolate on the outside. Now this red and blue sprinkles on top of it. So it's more different than the red, white, and blue Twinkies, that's for sure. So let's open these up and see if it looks as good as it does on the box here. Oh, let's see. The serving size for these are also 2 cakes. So it's 5 servings per box, 10 individually in each box. Yeah, Twinkies too. And these have more fat than the Twinkies. Calories at 320 per 2 cakes. And the total fat on this is 21%, 55% saturated fat. And added sugars are 62%. And it would make sense because these are more covered in chocolate and stuff rather than just it being a whole cake, really. So it makes sense that it'd be that like that. Okay, so that's what it looks like inside the box there, if you could see that. We got fireworks in the background celebrating the 4th of July. And here is the Ding Dong, the Star Spangled Ding Dong from Hostess. It's not as white as it looks on the box. It looks almost like a yellowish off eggshell white. It doesn't look as pleasing as it does on the box, which I guess nothing ever really does. And let's open this. Okay. It's about the size of a silver dollar. It's about 1 inch tall. Looks like a little mini toy hockey puck. So, here you go, guys. So, let's see what this tastes like. The Star Spangled Ding Dongs. Here we are. Okay, let me go drink a coffee here. Well, what would I review the Star Spangled Ding Dongs? What would I give it out of 10? Well, before we get into that, I just want to say this tastes like pure freedom. So does the red, white, and blue Twinkies, but this just really feels like freedom. Running through a field, firing off God knows what, and just hooping and hollering. I would definitely choose this over the red, white, and blue Twinkies by a long shot. Why? Just probably because it's packed with a lot more fat and you could taste it because it's just more thick with the covering of the fudge. Yeah, the covering of the fudge, white fudge over it, over the cake. And if you ever had a Zero bar, it's like a candy bar covered in white chocolate. It looks like a Snickers bar almost, but it's white and it has like different... Anyways, if you ever had a Zero bar, it tastes a lot like this, at least the outside of it, which I don't ever have a hankering too much for a Zero bar, but anytime I do have one, it's a good experience. So, that being said, I taste that. The cake is good, and it's more moist than the Twinkie. As you've seen, I didn't have to drink too much from my coffee except the end, and that's just because I felt like I wanted a drink. It's not because this was dry at all. So what would I give the Star Spangled Ding Dongs out of 10? Well, it tastes like freedom, and it's just packed with just really good stuff to keep you going. Not really, kind of gums up everything. I wouldn't suggest eating a whole box of these in one sitting. Sparingly, maybe throughout your 4th of July holiday weekend. And I would probably give these a solid 7. These are really pretty good. In the store, I probably would have walked by these. If I wasn't doing these reviews, I probably would have walked by these and been like, I could leave it. But now actually picking these up, I'm glad I did. What can you take away from this is red, white, and blue Twinkies, middle of the road, 5 out of 10. Star Spangled Ding Dongs, 7 out of 10. Okay? Tastes like freedom all around. Great. Pick it up for the kids, the wife, your grandma, and you'll have a good time. All right. Thanks, guys. This is your special edition of Cheat Day Review for the 4th of July. I hope everybody has a great and happy and safe 4th of July. I am DJ Glowing Ice. Take care, and I will see you in the next Cheat Day Review. And remember, it is okay to cheat every once in a while. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.